What's up everybody, MSD here, back with another video on Marvel Contest of Champions. Another Grandmaster solo for everybody today with my new rank 3 6-star Black Widow Clairvoyant. So, Claire is my most recent rank 3 6-star Unawakened, as well as my Colossus is Unawakened. And the reason for bringing her to rank 3 is after I made that rank up video with Brian Grant, and I watched it back to hear everyone else's thoughts and opinions on who we should rank up. Kabam John made an excellent point about ranking 6 stars that don't just deal more damage, but have utility that's valuable. And while Claire has fairly decent damage for herself in the right matchup, it's not going to be in every situation where her damage is going to be that high. So, bringing her to rank 3, for me, personally, I thought it was the right choice, so I went for it, and I have no regrets so far, and she's just going to be more useful as content that releases in the future. So, anyway, this is another Grandmaster solo with Clairvoyant. A 565 could essentially repeat this exact performance. Again, like I said, Claire only gets a little increase of damage and base stats. It's nothing monumental. It's not like Doom, where everything just goes through the roof from a 565 to a rank 3. And of course, no suicides because your boy still doesn't have them unlocked. Standard Grandmaster setup for this. Claire has a spammable heavy attack. Spammable? Is that the right word? A heavy attack that can be spammed in the corner, so I'm taking advantage of that. Just trying to get this guy to 1 bar of power before I have to complete my first prompt. It's been quite a while since I've done this fight, actually. It's been at least maybe a month or so since I've fought Grandmaster again. My last solo that I recorded was Apocalypse. I've fought him a few times since then. I just don't record them. I used to fight Grandmaster on a weekly basis, but now I'm kind of doing that with the Biz Luke Cage, but that's more of a daily thing. Up to 31 solos now. I need help. Anyway, so I've gone over the strategy for this fight countless times, so I'm just commentating over the fight. I'm probably going to do the entire thing with maybe some music over in the background of the video. But yeah, Claire is an absolutely phenomenal option for this fight. You'll see why once I get him wounded once again. You would have already seen it once at the beginning of the fight, but building up enough tokens, you can reach that level of damage with any character. But Claire, just because she has really high base attack, she benefits significantly from the tokens, as they increase her already extremely high base attack quite significantly. So, like Doom and other champs, Wasp, any other high base attack character, they highly benefit from the tokens of competence, just influencing their attack even further. So yeah, Claire, just in that aspect alone, is really solid for this fight, as well as she has a one-hit special 1 that's relatively quick. So if you're ever in the 3rd phase, you need a quick knockdown, that's your go-to. If you want to get in a cheeky 5% right before he exits wounded, then usually you can nail it. The tokens of competence do grant you increased critical rating, so there is a significant chance that you're going to land a critical hit on a singular attack, but of course it can fail. But even if it does fail, it'll still deal a relatively decent percent, given it is a special attack. So I have to whiff there, and I believe I do this in 2 runs, or in 2 wounded cycles, the phase 2. Just trying to play, you know, pretty cautious, not doing anything too wild. Again, in the Grandmaster fight specifically, you can go for as many intercepts as you need to, or as you feel like you want to go for, but the only intercepts that matter are when you need to land the intercept for a prompt, get an opening really quickly, or in the final phase of the fight. So playing it safe, going for full 5 combos, it's okay for the most part, but again, going for full 4s and sidestepping Grandmaster is what I would recommend doing, because again, going for a full 5 combo and he throws a special 1, you might not have enough time to dex, and it can just be a really, really bad time. But this phase right here, this is why Claire is so phenomenal for the Grandmaster. Now before you see why she's so great, I want you to notice something right here. So he has strike my block 5, and you see I got hit there. I hit him 4 times, and I was waiting, and I was going to hit him a 5th time. The second I went for the light attack into his block, he countered me with a medium, and he hit me. So the chances of him doing that, because his AI goes super passive when he has strike my block, the chances of him doing that are extremely low. So I just thought that was funny that the one time he triggers strike my block is the and the one time I need to hit him 5 times is the time where I get hit. So I just thought that was pretty funny that in his most passive state he still goes for attacks when he not that he shouldn't, but he usually would not go for them, as it states in his description that he becomes passive, or at least it's assumed that he becomes passive in his strike my block phase, because he doesn't do anything, he holds his block. So it was just funny that happened. So we're at Special 3 now. Special 3 is a guaranteed 5% for most champions. Not everybody, but for most champions with a decent amount of tokens, it's a guaranteed 5%. And sometimes even bypasses the 4th phase, but that is only if you get extremely lucky, if you hit him at just the right health point, at just the right health percent, where one Special 3 dealing 5% will kill him exactly at 5%. It's rare. I don't recommend banking on it, but it can happen sometimes. It's happened to me twice, and I've done this fight over 100 times, so yeah, very rare chance for it to happen. So you'll also notice in this fight that Claire is gaining her clairvoyance charges, as well as her power gain when I strike his block, as well as sometimes when I hit him with attacks that would give him bleed. I am not exactly sure why this interaction happens, but it's just another reason why Claire is exceptional for this fight. She can gain power relatively quickly and doesn't really have a way of losing it if you're throwing Special 3s, because it resets your clairvoyance charges and the power gain will then reset, so you can gain even more power. So right here is the moment where you all are going to see why Claire is really, really good for the Grandmaster and why she's so sustainable right about now. So I went from 85% to a full yellow bar in one hit of the Special 2. If I was at lower health, it would have shot me up to 100% throughout the Special 2, but right there, that just goes to show that Claire is pretty exceptional for this fight. We're at a full yellow bar, 100% health, and now we just gotta intercept him, and he's gonna be in the bin. So yeah, this was a really fun solo. Claire is definitely one of my favorite options for this fight. Now that I have her at rank 3, I'm probably gonna do some more just for fun, off recording, of course. That's what I do with Colossus all the time. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be on the lookout for more content, and I will see you all in the next video.